G'day mate, welcome to Mountain. This is Chloe. We're together, falling in love with our true selves. Today we will talk about how to stop stressing over the future and stay calm. A lot of people worry about things they can't control or make a problem that might never happen. This messes your mood and stops you from acting. I will share some tips to help you handle this and live easier. Pre-anxiety and anticipatory worry seem alike, but they're actually different. Pre-anxiety is when you overthink future events, especially the unpredictable ones. It comes from fearing a loss of control, as if worrying will somehow make the future more manageable. Anticipatory worry, on the other hand, is when you imagine all the bad outcomes that could happen and stress over them, even if they might never occur. Both are forms of worrying about the future, and not about what's happening right now. They keep us stuck in our hands, unable to fully experience the present. In psychology, the satisfying means blowing things out of proportion. Like, a student thinks failing a test will ruin their career. It's just a meta fear with no real reason, but it makes anxiety worse. This kind of thinking comes from a fear of failure, high expectation, and feeling out of control. Psychologists say it's just stress trying to prepare for the unknown, but it often backfires, making us ignore the present and hurting our life quality. The problem with pre-anxiety is we try to control the future by worrying, but it changes nothing. Anxious people often mind bad things and worry ahead. It feels like preparing, but it just adds stress and keeps us from focusing on now. For example, many people before a speech imagine all sorts of possible failures, forgetting their words, getting too nervous, or being laughed at. These negative thoughts don't help them prepare, they just make the anxiety worse. In reality, how well a speech goes isn't about imagining the worst, but about how we prepare and perform. To beat pre-anxiety, you've got to accept that you can't know everything. No one controls the future, and worrying about it doesn't help. The only thing you can control is how you face what's coming. To reduce pre-anxiety, start by preparing. Whether it's a speech, an exam, or any other important event, being ready will help you stay confident and handle it better. Preparation gives you more control over the situation, and it reduces the uncertainty that often fuels anxiety. Break it down. Split the big task into smaller steps and focus on one thing at a time. This helps reduce overthinking. Deep breathing and meditation. These relaxation techniques help calm your mind and body, reducing anxiety. When you're feeling anxious, try deep breathing to bring yourself back to the present. Reframe negative thoughts. When you start worrying, ask yourself, is this really that bad? What's the worst that could happen? Can I handle it? Rationally analyzing it can help clear away the fear. With these methods, you can reduce pre-anxiety and learn to stay calm and confident when you're facing the unknown. In psychology, anticipatory worry is when we stress over future things that might not happen. Like before a job interview, you might think you will fail or mess up. Even though these thoughts aren't real, they make us anxious and tired before it even starts. Anticipatory worry comes from self-doubt and fear of not controlling the future. Future anxiety is when we over-worry about uncertainty, thinking we can't handle it. Like when making a big decision, we stress over bad outcomes that might not even happen. How do you tell the difference between reasonable worry and overthinking? Use rational thinking. When you feel anxious, ask yourself, is this worry real? Do I have proof to back up these fears? Often, our anticipated worry is just imagined and hasn't even happened. Set controllable goals. Focus on what you can control, like preparing and improving your skills, instead of stressing over things you can't change. Worst case exercise. Write down your worries and imagine the worst possible outcome. Then think about how you'd handle it. This helps you see that most worries aren't that scary and actually boost your confidence in handling them. Shift the focus. If you catch yourself stuck in endless worry, break the cycle by doing something relaxing, like walking, reading, or chatting with a friend. It helps you focus and get back to the present. Pre-anxiety and anticipatory worry are hidden burdens for many, making us worry about future and distracting us from what's in front of us. The good news is, by learning to recognize these feelings and using practical strategies, we can overcome them and live more freely. Starting today, let go of unnecessary worries. Focus on what you can do now and don't let anxiety control your life. Subscribe to the channel and click the bell for updates on latest content and psychology insights. Thanks for watching and stay tuned. See ya!
Bye bye.